Hey there, and welcome to the Fave Self CEO Podcast, formerly known as the Hey Kayla Podcast. I am your host, Kayla, and if you've been here for a while, welcome back. And if you are brand spanking new, I am so glad that you found this space. Like I said, my name is Kayla. I'm a confidence coach. I'm a speaker. I'm a storyteller. And basically, I'm just a gal who's fully dedicated to becoming her fave version of herself and helping you do the same. I am, in fact, the Fave Self CEO, and so are you. And that's what I really wanted to talk about today. This evolution and what it means and how it can help support you on your path too. So at the very bottom base of this, at the root of this, I don't see it as so much of a rebrand as I see it as an evolution, right? Growth. Progression, moving in the direction I want to go in. And for me, this new chapter has really been percolating since November of 2024. I have been talking a lot about what's been going on lately, all the big changes I've been going through. So if you want to get caught up, I'm going to link the podcast episodes and the blog posts in the show notes. But almost everything in my life has changed and changed in the best way possible. And lately, it's become undeniably clear to me that my business was evolving too. And that makes total sense for me that my business would also evolve because I am one of those people who is fortunate enough to work in my soul's purpose every day, right? My work is fully aligned with what I believe and what I feel I came here to do, which I'm so grateful for. I am so blessed for that. But I am truly one of those people that I don't really clock out. Like my work is my life and my life is my work. And I made that happen for myself. I created it because I wanted it. So I really wasn't surprised when I woke up from a nap a little while ago and I just got this download that this is the direction that I want to go in. And my work, no real surprise, is following my life. And I know I'm not the only one going through a season like this, a season of growth, of change, of getting really clear on who you are and what actually feels like you. And that's why this shift matters so much. It's not just about my evolution. It's about yours too and helping you out in whatever way I can. And I really want this space to reflect that, to support you as you step into your fave self in whatever way that looks like for you, in whatever way that truly matters to you. Up until this point, for the last almost 3 years now, I've been running my company, Hey Kayla Media. It's my public speaking and confidence coaching practice. And I've been hosting the Hey Kayla podcast for just over a year now. I think we're at like 45 episodes under that name. And I always come from the frame of mind that there's no such thing as one size fits all, right? I don't believe in that super cookie cutter stiff approach when it comes to public speaking, or honestly, when it comes to showing up in life. I don't believe in that whatsoever. I've always coached the opposite of that. And I've always coached my clients on being themselves, on identifying their own strengths and bringing that into their speeches, their presentations, their client pitches, their relationships, their businesses, their life, everything. And becoming your fave self has just always been my North Star. Even before that's the cute title I put on it, that's always been my guiding light, like since I was a little kid, all throughout school, college, my career. Now, I believe that that's what makes you stand out. That's what makes you the most comfortable, the most confident, the most magnetic, and not to mention like the happiest and most fulfilled is when you can trust yourself, lean into who you are, and then bring that out in situations. That's a lesson that my mama, that's probably why it's always stuck with me my whole life. That's something that she always taught us, my siblings and I, from when we were little kids, is to be yourself. It sounds like a total cliche, but it is so true. Like there's no better way to be. There's no one better to be than yourself. And over the last year or so, that's been predominantly what I've been coaching people on, becoming their fave versions of themselves. That side of the business, like the personal development side, really kind of took over the public speaking coaching. And yes, of course, I'm still a professional speaker. I'm still an MC. I'm going to be back for another season at the arena hosting NHL, AHL games. I'm still coaching TEDx speakers. I'm still running my corporate communications workshops. I still love that. I love all of that. I can't actually see myself ever not coaching people on speaking. It's something that just brings me so much joy and happiness. But the personal development / self-help side of my company really, really skyrocketed, which kind of added to this evolution too. I've had so many people asking about that side of my business that was, more the personal development, confidence coaching side of things, that I just decided to really lean into it. I mean, like, how can I not? This is my community. I love my people. I want to help them in whatever way I can. So yeah, I'm going to fully lean into that. I actually did a podcast episode a little while ago on becoming your fave version of yourself and why I believe in that so wholeheartedly and with all of my soul over becoming the best version of you or the highest version of you. So I am going to link that in the show notes too. But essentially, becoming your fave version of yourself is the version of you that's already there. Like, you don't actually have to change anything at all. You don't have to overhaul your whole life. You don't need some crazy plan. You just have to get in touch with who you are, what you really want, what's in alignment for you, and then build and create your life around that. It's about becoming who you want to be, right? Not feeling the pressure or feeling the stress or anxiety to become some, picture perfect, ideal, be that girl. You see it all the time on social media, that girl, the highest version of yourself. What would the highest version of me do in this situation? Yeah, that can feel really overwhelming and honestly unattainable to a lot of us. So instead, my approach is about doing what makes you happy and creating a life on your own terms, a life that feels really good to you. Because I believe like your fave self isn't like some perfect future version of you. Like, she's already in there. You just need to tap into her. And then the CEO part of Fave Self CEO comes from knowing that you are the CEO of your own life. It doesn't mean that you have to be leading a team of 50 people. I'm not talking about that kind of CEO. It doesn't mean you have to be an entrepreneur even, or that you have to be in charge of something or someone. You can be doing whatever you want in your life. That's what this is all about. You are the CEO of your life. Your life is really up to you. We hear that all the time. You see it in cute Pinterest quotes. Everything is up to you. Your life is up to you. You are up to you. And it's true. The choices you make, the things that you want, the things that you may find yourself settling for even, like, those are all your choices at the end of the day. There's nothing in your life or on your calendar, on your schedule, that you don't allow to be there. Because at any time, you can change. It might not be easy. Abso-freaking-lutely not. It may not be very clear in the moment what to do. But ultimately, you are the one in charge. Because you can do and be and have whatever the hell you want. Like, I truly believe that. And not just because it's happened to me in my own life. And I used to be somebody who was full of excuses and would not take responsibility for my life. And, oh, well, this happened. And then I'm stuck in this job and I'm stuck married to this person. And like all these, no. I was that person. So I know what it's like to be riddled with my own lame ass excuses. But I took responsibility and I made some choices and some changes that made me a whole lot happier when I started asking myself and framing things to what would my fave version of me do, or what would my fave version of me want. Everything changed. And it's not just happened to me, but with my clients I coach, I've seen some massive transformations. So again, not only am I the Fave Self CEO, but you are too. And I'm so glad you're here. So if you've been loving the show so far, you're going to feel right at home with what's next. We're talking pep talks, mindset shifts, journaling prompts. I've got tips and tools and advice that you can actually use to create a life that feels like you, with new episodes coming out every Friday. So go ahead and follow the Fave Self CEO podcast. Share it with someone else you think needs it. And let me know what you want to hear more of. Your Fave Self is always welcome in my DMs. You can find me over on Insta at Fave Self CEO Podcast. And with that, I will talk to you next week. Here's to becoming our fave selves and creating a life that's truly aligned and fully our own.